Next one, this one. Suffixes are added to the end of root or base word. When you add a suffix to base word, you change the word's meaning. For example, able can be done. For example, eatable, readable. So if you put an able in the end of a word, it has different meaning. For example, like access, it become accessible. It means that it's easy to access. Then full, it means full of. And est, it becomes it it can have a different meaning, the most. And last, it means without, and more. Means more, or the other meaning of is someone who do something. For example, teach and teacher, cut, cutter, hold, holder. Nah, sekarang your job is we need to decide what is the base and what is the suffix or prefix. So please, for example, singer, sing and singer. It means someone who just sing. Then wordless. Silahkan siapa yang mencoba? Hmm. Haha. What is the base and what is the suffix? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's it, the suffix. Then tallest. Mm-hmm. 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 What does it mean? Tallest. Mm-hmm. Mm. The most tall one. Mm-hmm. For example, number five. Let's jump to number five. Doable. It means do and able. What does it mean? It means that something can be done. Jadi bisa dilakukan, bisa dikerjakan. Itu doable. Kemudian fearless. Fearless. Fear kan takut. Less itu it means that without. Fearless means without fear. These are the answers. So I do have the answers. For example, young, the most young. Joy, full of joy. Care, without care, becomes careless. Read. Nah, ini ada contoh lagi misalnya. Suffixes are added to the end of the root or base word. For example, tadi kan udah dibahas. Fear. Without fear becomes fearless. The most tall, jadinya apa? Tallest. Good. With care or full of care. Mhm. Able to be done. Doable. One who sings. Mhm. Without words. Most young. Full of joy. Okay. Without care. Very good. One who teaches. More slow. Able to read. Very good. Nah, now we are going to discuss the adverb. So what is adverb? A word or a phrase that modifies the meaning of an adjective, verb or other adverb, expressing manner, place, time, or degree. Some adverb, for example, sentence adverb, can also be used to modify the whole sentences. Jadi adverb can be an adjective or verb. The adverb can modify adjective or verb. Contohnya apa? Contohnya ini, types of adverb. Ada manner, place, time, and frequency. Carefully, correctly, easily. Jadi untuk manner itu fungsinya apa? To tell us how the action occurred. For example, carefully, correctly, easily, fast, fondly, happily, kindly, and others. You can read. You can read this. I will upload this PowerPoint. Next, place. Adverb of place, for example, ahead, here, near, outside, somewhere, there, upstairs. Kemudian time dan ada frequency. Jadi the function of adverb is to explain, is to modify untuk menjelaskan adjective dan juga verb. For example, nih, have you been to London? Do you think that this sentence correct or not? Do you think this sentence correct or not? So what is the correct one? It means an adverb. Do you know what it is? Have you ever been to London? It should be added with ever. Next. For example, this. Peter doesn't get up before 7. Nah, jawabannya ini. Peter doesn't usually get up before 7. Jadi, di sini ada usually, often, sometimes, always, usually, and never. These are an adverb. So, we need to put an adverb to show. Jadi kita butuh adverb itu untuk menjelaskan tentang time, tentang place, tentang manner. For example, if you say this, they go swimming in the lake. So you want to emphasize how many often they go to the lake for swimming, and you add sometimes. They sometimes go swimming in the lake. Bisa diikuti? For example, the weather is always bad in November. But when you say the weather is bad in November, is bad in November, and how many often the weather bad is going to bad? Oh, it's always, so it's all the time going to bad in November. And also, I have met him before, but you want to emphasize that you never met him, so you just say I have never met him before. So when we put never, it becomes different meaning. Nah, let's back to the book. Let's have a look on this book. Sudah dapat buku semua kan? Ya. Kalau kita melihat di buku, ya, ini buku latihan, exercise, but I have something to do with this book. So what should we do with this book? Now I will introduce to you how to start a reading log. Have you ever heard about this? Have how to start a reading log? So I have. I want to introduce you a new term, a reading log. Jadi reading log itu apa? Reading log itu artinya jadwal membaca. Karena we are in a reading class, so I wanna start something new. So every day, every week when we meet, both online or offline, I wanna ask you to do a reading log. Jadi saya menjelaskan dulu apa itu reading log. Reading log adalah kegiatan. It is an activity that you are freely to participate to read. Jadi aktivitas yang mengajak Anda untuk membaca sesuka hati Anda. Voluntarily do this and you do it for fun. Nah, apa yang dilakukan? First, commit prep to prep the works and find a book you enjoy reading. Nah, we have so many resources. You should have a reasonable schedule and make a good start with 30 minutes a day. Jadi, karena ini kelas reading, tidak perlu harus membaca 1 jam, 2 jam satu hari, tapi cukup mungkin 20 menit pertama. Jadi, bisa dimulai dengan 30 menit dulu di awalnya, baru kemudian bisa bertambah, bertambah, bertambah lagi. Dan yang kedua, find a book you enjoy reading. I have so many options to read. For example, this book. Jadi di buku ini kan ada banyak sekali teks. Mbak bisa baca teks dari buku ini. Tapi Mbak juga bisa go online, Google any book you like. Like last week I showed you some example from some resources like magazine, online magazine, teenager magazine, or some news or some children book. That's okay. Yang penting jangan baca status. Iya, status tidak masuk hitungan dalam reading log. Kemudian next one is practice and analyze your reading log. What should you practice? So before you get started reading the book you selected, make sure you know what information you have to fill out for the reading log. Jadi, misalnya Mbak bisa baca buku apapun, boleh baca tentang majalah masak, tapi dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi misalnya, oh hari ini aku today I read like an article about how to make pasta. Gimana cara buat pasta? That's okay. Or oh today I read the news about a hurricane. Oh baca tentang berita tentang an accident. Oh I read a novel. I read a short story. I read a children book. That's okay. As long as you know your goal, because I want to get this information. I want to learn something new. Then analyze your reading log. Makanya don't read status, jangan baca. Jadi status tidak saya masukkan dalam reading log karena kita tidak bisa menganalisis apa yang akan kita baca. Nah, next one is start reading and find a good place to read. This is very optional and this is very personal, so you can read anywhere you go. Like for me, I personally always put a PDF on my phone. So whenever I feel bored, I always open my phone and read a PDF. Jadi kalau saya suka, I like to download an e-book. Jadi buku-buku yang bisa di-download di PDF itu saya masukkan di HP. Jadi kalau misalnya saya bosan ya saya baca buku di PDF. Or I go to my library, my school library, and I read a book. Right now I'm reading a book. Jadi sekarang karena saya sedang mengajar reading, jadi saya juga membaca. Selain membaca apa yang wajib untuk saya baca di sekolah, I also do this. I read some stories. Next time when we meet, I will show you. Jadi saya sekarang juga senang baca buku-buku cerita-cerita gitu. Tujuannya apa? Karena kita kan lagi kelas reading. Supaya kalau bisa kita ketemu meeting, kita bisa sharing what we have read so far. Ada pertanyaan sejauh ini? Do you have any question for the reading log? Okay. And next one is you need to eliminate any possible distraction. Oh, I heard. Oh, oh, it means a lot of distraction. I know, a lot of distraction. And if you need, you can take a note. Like, for example, if you're a beginner and you might find a lot of new words, a lot of difficult terminology, you can go up your dictionary and write. Jadi mungkin kalau untuk pemula, karena ketika membaca sering kesulitan, jadi bisa buka kamus. Di HP sudah ada kamus kan? Oke, mahasiswa sastra Inggris harus punya kamus di HP. Di laptop ada kamus? Okay, very good. So, anytime you find a problem, anytime you find difficulties to translate the meaning, just go up your dictionary. Nah, itu eliminate any distraction. Just focus. Oh, jangan dibuang, dikasih saya aja kalau gitu. Iya, makanya kita hanya nggak usah bikin waktu lama-lama untuk membaca. Jadi kalau for your starter, as a starter, you just need like 30 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes first. Jadi nggak perlu lama-lama. Nanti kalau lama-lama bosan. 20 menit, 30 menit gitu selesai. Nah, ya setelah itu bisa buka Facebook, bisa buka Smule, bisa buka apapun yang disuka. Nah, nanti our projectnya adalah karena ini kelas reading. Saya pengen in the end of this class, you have like an attitude to like to love reading. You have an ability to read. Jadi akhir dari kelas ini tuh apa kita semua suka baca buku atau you can read any article in English. Saya hanya pengen menciptakan suasana suka membaca, reader friendly. Karena itu Mbak bisa cari resources manapun dan mungkin besok atau lusa I will upload like I will ask you to write 3 papers based on the book or articles you have read and you need to report just 3 articles, but it depends on yours. Like you can read any articles. Jadi Mbak bisa baca artikel apapun, kemudian buat summary dari apa yang dibaca itu. Dan summary-nya tidak perlu panjang-panjang, cukup 1 paragraf saja. Nanti saya kasih guideline-nya apa yang harus ditulis. Jadi artikelnya bisa dari BBC. Artikelnya bebas as long as it is in English. Tapi kalau misalnya ada temen yang bikin status bahasa Inggris, jangan dimasukkan ya. Aduh, ada grammar police nih. Ada polisi grammar. Mhm. Nah, jadi dan I will give like 30 minutes on each meeting for you to share. Jadi nanti saya akan ada waktu 30 menit untuk share what you have read in a week. Di setiap minggu, kalau ketika kita online, nanti saya akan punya waktu 30 menit untuk mbak-mbak untuk sharing. Satu orang bisa 5 sampai 10 menit untuk membagikan apa yang sudah dibaca. It can be short, it can be long, that's okay. For example, like uh, boleh summary-nya, boleh your experience. Next week I want you to share your experience, pengalaman aja. Jadi minggu depan mulai ceritanya pengalaman dulu, baru minggu depannya lagi sudah mulai summary. Jadi apa yang sudah dilakukan so far? How did you choose? How do you choose your reading logs? How do you start? How is it going so far? Jadi minggu depan, uh, mulai minggu ini sudah silakan cari artikel dan baca-baca. Kemudian minggu depan mulai membagikan. Oh ya, kalau misalnya Mbak bingung mau baca apa, Mbak bisa ke Play Store, kemudian install kayak BBC News, Fox News, atau BBC Learning English. Jadi di Play Store, ya. Mhm. Yang di-share ya yang dibaca saja. Iya. Dan kalau misalnya artikelnya satu lembar, kan summary-nya nggak mungkin satu lembar. Summary itu kan ringkasan, berarti biasanya lebih sedikit kan? Mhm. Ya. Mhm, 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 mhm. Ya. Jadi jangan khawatir, ini tugasnya tidak begitu sulit. You do it for fun. Kalau misalnya nih, udah baca satu artikel terus then you find that oh this article is too difficult or this is not interesting, you can change. Jadi you can choose any article you like and we can share. So after you read, you share. Jadi kita nggak cuma misal nih, kan di sini ada 10 orang. Ada 10 orang berarti akan ada 10 artikel berbeda or 10 different topics. So each of us can learn from others. Dan selain itu, you also have chance to speak up. You also have chance to practice. And you also have chance to learn something new from your friends. Setuju semua tentang tugas ini? Mhm. Yeah, that's right. So, jadi next week kita mulai ya. Nanti lusa saya akan, ya, mhm, mhm, mhm. Jadi lusa saya akan kirim prosedurnya apa yang dibaca, bagaimana cara melakukannya, dan apa yang bisa dilakukan dengan buku reading 4 ini. Mbak juga bisa baca artikel di sini juga, if you like. If you like, you can read this, but if you don't like, you can go to another articles. So, do you have any questions so far? Yang lain? Ada masukan? Ada yang mau bertanya? Kalau saya sih mengharapkannya semua diganti-gantian. Yap. Mhm. Tapi kalau misalnya terpaksa belum bisa share, mendengarkan dulu nggak apa-apa. Terus tapi nanti besok waktu TTM offline kan kita juga ketemu, bisa nanti share lagi yang lain. Jadi every meeting we will share a new stories. Nanti setelah, nah jadi 30 menit dalam kelas akan ada waktu diskusi dan sharing untuk itu. Any questions so far? Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, fighting, good luck. Because I want to make you a good reader. Mari kita belajar bersama-sama. Jadi, this is the end of our class. Thank you for participate in this class and see you next week. Oh, sure, for sure, I will share it. Yep. Okay. Mhm. Terima kasih, Mbak. Selamat malam ya. Good night.